What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we will be reviewing one of my favorite shoes I have been running in recently, the Saucony Endorphin Pro 2. Let's get right into it. The Endorphin Pro and Speeds were one of the most popular running shoes from last year. So Saucony came out with the newest edition this year. And there have been some new changes to this model that we will go through in this video today. The Saucony Endorphin Pro 2 is a marathon racing shoe. It has a carbon fiber plate in the midsole and it is a neutral road running shoe. We have an 8mm drop from heel to toe, 35.5 millimeters in the heel, and the forefoot is at 27.5 millimeters. We have a pretty high stack height in the Saucony Endorphin Pro. The midsole right underfoot is pretty snappy. I've been getting a good amount of runs, whether it's on the track, whether it's on the road, getting some hills, getting some inclines, getting some flat road running, as well as some downhill road running. There has been a lot of snappiness in that midsole. The midsole has that Pebax polymer-based foam with an S-curve carbon fiber plate right in that midsole. They used a contoured EVA for the sock liner, which makes it very comfortable inside of the shoe. Moving on to the upper, it has a single layer engineered mesh, very thin and very breathable, especially comparing it to the Endorphin Pro Series 1. Right now, I've been using this shoe in the summertime in Maryland. It is very good for these hot summer runs. There's a lot of breathability within the upper mesh material, so your feet do not get super hot on your runs. Onto the outsole, it's very similar to what they used in last year's series. It's the carbon rubber XT900. It looks almost identical to the outsole of last year's model. Now, moving on to the weight of the shoe, I typically wear an 11 in almost every single pair of shoes that I get. It came in at 8.9 ounces or 251 grams for a men's size 11. The fit and comfort of the shoe is extraordinary. I really do enjoy running in this shoe. When I first put the shoe on, I felt a little tightness in the toe box, but as your feet start to get accustomed to the shoe, I felt like there's been no issue since I've been on my runs. I've taken the shoes up to 13 miles with very little issues with my toes in the toe box. I typically like my shoes a little bit more snug. I don't like it having a ton of room, whether it's in the toe box or even in the heel. I like having my race day shoes a little bit more snug. It just gives me a little bit more confidence when I'm making cuts or if I'm making any sharp turns within a race or within a run. That's just me. So I got this shoe true to size. Durability wise, my mileage guess would be right around that 400 mile mark. Next, we're gonna go through the pros and cons of the shoe. I think the first thing that stands out for me is that midsole. I think there is a ton of snappiness and responsiveness in this shoe, and when you're on your run, you do feel like you have that little extra push from that carbon fiber plate. I've gone on runs with other people, I've gone on runs alone, and people have asked me like, oh shoot, like dude, is that the carbon fiber plate giving you that extra little push? You do feel that little extra bounce when you have these shoes on, and it is a super good fit. Another pro that some people might not care about, but I do enjoy, I think the aesthetic of this shoe is amazing. I think they really outdid themselves. I love the checkered flag on the side of the shoe, and I like how on the outside of the shoe it has the checkered flag, but then if you look on the inside of the shoe, it's actually a little bit more white. So you kind of get like a two-tone of the shoe. So aesthetically, I think Saucony crushed this shoe. I think it looks amazing. Some of the cons about this shoe is that it is very similar to last year's model. So if you can find the Saucony Endorphin Pro from last year on a discount, on a sale, it might be a good idea to get one of those shoes at a discount versus paying, which now I guess we'll talk about the cost, $200 for the Saucony Endorphin Pro Series 2. Now, I will say, in terms of price, I think it's at a perfect spot. It's still $50 less than your next percent from Nike, and it's extremely competitive with all the other brands that have a racing carbon fiber running shoe. So how will I use this shoe and who is it best for? So personally for me, I'm gonna use this shoe for marathons, half marathons, any of my longer training runs. I think it's really good for someone out there that might be looking for their first pair of carbon fiber running shoes, or if you're getting ready for a Boston Marathon or any marathon near you, this might be one of the best carbon fiber plated running shoes other than the Nike Next Percent. So if you're looking for that Next Percent killer, this shoe might be that one for you. So is this a certified pass, fail, or an indifferent shoe? Come on guys, if you can't tell by the video already, it's a certified pass. If you guys have the opportunity or you're even interested in getting this shoe, I highly recommend go to your local running shoe store, or maybe you have to get it online, but definitely try this shoe out. I highly recommend for anyone out there looking for their first carbon fiber plated running shoe, or if you're getting ready for your next marathon. That is the review of the Saucony Endorphin Pro 2. If you guys liked the video or got any value out of it, I'd love it if you smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys hit hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you guys can get notified when I push out a video just like this. And if you guys can, help me out in the comments. What is your favorite pair of running shoes, or what running shoe should I review next? Okay, so drop that in the comments below. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.